Guns N' Roses concerts have seen chaos before, but nothing prepared fans for what happened in Argentina. In front of a packed stadium in Buenos Aires, Axl Rose, 63 years old, walked on stage ready to deliver another explosive performance. Instead, the night became a storm of technical failures, frustration, rumors, and one shocking moment fans would replay millions of times online. The moment Axl threw his microphone to the ground, kicked the drums, and walked off the stage. What triggered the outburst? Was it anger? Sabotage? Or something happening behind the scenes that the audience never saw? Tonight, we revisit the night Axl snapped and uncover what really happened in Argentina. Even before the lights went down, something felt off. Roadies whispered about issues with the mix. Slash kept adjusting his in-ear monitors. Duff looked irritated, pacing near the drum riser. And Axl wasn't calm at all. Witnesses say he was visibly uncomfortable behind the curtain. One technician later claimed Axl had already complained during the sound check, calling the setup a disaster waiting to happen. This wasn't just a bad vibe. It was the beginning of a meltdown. The band launched into Welcome to the Jungle, but Axl couldn't hear himself. His microphone cut in and out. The drums were blasting through the monitors so loudly that even Slash couldn't hear his own guitar. Fans watching from the front rows noticed Axl pointing angrily at the drum kit. At one point, he tapped the bass drum and said, "I'll try to improvise." His voice sounded strained, not because of his throat, but because he had zero return audio. Imagine singing one of the most iconic songs in rock history, completely blind to the sound. Axl tried. He really tried. But then came the breaking point. Halfway through the song, Axl stepped back, furious. He pointed to his in-ear monitors again. No improvement. Nothing changed. Then, in one single motion, Axl ripped the microphone from his hands. Thud. He threw it violently to the ground. The crowd gasped. A second later, he turned and kicked the front of the drum kit in frustration. Not a theatrical kick. A real one. Slash stopped playing. Duff froze. Matt Sorum didn't move, shocked by the unexpected hit to his setup. Axl walked off stage, shaking his head, mumbling something the microphones barely captured. And in those seconds, the stadium went silent. Reports from backstage vary. Some crew members say Axl shouted something like, "I can't sing like this." Others claim he confronted the local sound team, and one rumor, never confirmed, suggests that someone backstage said something that pushed him over the edge. But here's what we do know. The monitor system failed. The drums were overpowering everything. The mix inside Axl's earpiece was unusable. And he felt he was being set up to fail in front of 40,000 fans. For a perfectionist like Axl, that was unbearable. Most artists would cancel the concert right there, but Axl didn't. Minutes later, he walked back onto the stage. The crowd roared, relieved he hadn't abandoned the show entirely, but Axl wasn't the same. He wasn't smiling, he wasn't interacting. He looked focused, almost cold. He raised a hand to signal the band, and they continued the concert. Fans later said the energy shifted dramatically. The songs felt heavier, the band played tighter, and Axl pushed through the set with the intensity of someone performing out of sheer willpower. It wasn't a meltdown, it was a reset. The incident went viral instantly. Clips spread through social media. Fans debated what happened. Some were angry, others defended him. But for longtime followers of Guns N' Roses, the incident wasn't shocking. Axl has always been a perfectionist, deeply emotional, and fiercely protective of his performance. Technical failure is one of the only things that truly pushes him to the limit. And that night, everything failed at once. The microphone throw in Argentina wasn't just anger. It was the frustration of a performer who knew he was giving the fans less than they deserved, and couldn't stop it. And maybe that's why people still talk about it. If you want more untold stories, hidden moments, and raw chapters from the world of Guns N' Roses, subscribe, like the video, comment your theory. Why do you think Axl snapped that night? Your comment helps keep these stories alive.